Peter Newman. He's a professor at Curtin University Sustainability Policy Institute and a member of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, joining us from Perth, Australia. Prof, it's good to have you on the program. So what we're seeing play out right now in Florida, is this due to climate change or is it just seasonal weather? Because that part of the world is used to hurricanes.
Yes, but they've had 13 Category 4 hurricanes since 1851, but they had one last year, that was Ian, and another one this year. Maybe now they're going to have one every year or more every year. This is the kind of thing we're seeing that is typical of climate change rather than the normal weather. This is significantly more extreme in its occurrence and intensity, and whole areas will now need to be abandoned, because you can put up with one of these every 20 years or so, but every year that means it's gone. Those places are finished.
So, Prof, how do state governments in Florida, where there are millions of people, how do they even begin to prepare for what you say is something that's going to take place now every year, Category 4 storm? That's massive.
Yes, it's very hard to prepare for because it's your home. But this is the kind of thing we have brought on ourselves. We are responsible for this. There's only 1 in 100,000 chance that this is not caused by us. We have to see that we can only begin to cool our global system if we have gone net zero. That means all fossil fuels are finished. When we get to that point, there will be immediate cooling that can set in, and we'll be able to reclaim these kind of lands. But until then, we're going to have to abandon more and more of these territories as the weather takes over. That is the reality we are now facing.
How soon can we stop relying on fossil fuels, or stop using them, rather?
Well, it's quite remarkable how rapidly we are changing. Solar is growing so fast, much faster than IPCC, for example, predicted. So we are seeing the world taking on these new technologies very quickly. And these kind of experiences will hasten it, because fossil fuel companies will not be able to get away with saying, oh, yes, we'll get to net zero, we'll sequester carbon somehow into the future. You can't any longer trust them. They are having to be taken over by other technologies. So solar, wind, batteries, electric vehicles, they are so rapidly becoming adapted into our economies that by 2030, it's possible that we can see many parts of the world with at least half of their fossil fuels gone, and it will demonstrate how quickly the rest of the world can follow.
Professor Peter Newman, thank you so much for breaking that all down for us, and hopefully the rest of the world will follow very soon so we don't continue to see such extreme weather. Thank you so much.